Dear friend, I remember a time when my community was burdened by the weight of loss and injustice, when we faced constant challenge of navigating systems built against us. It felt like an uphill battle with no clear end in sight, as if our voices were being drowned out in the noise of indifference. The pain, the struggle, it was heavy, and I wondered how much more we could endure. Pause. I grew up in Los Angeles, an carceral city that has the largest jailer in the world and the most murderous police department in the world. And my whole entire family experienced the weight of that system every single day and lost so many people, and it was as if nobody cared. Then something surprising happened. People showed up in ways I never imagined. A neighbor extended their hand, a friend stood in solidarity, and strangers came together, fueled by a shared belief in justice and love. Their collective act of love was not just in words, but in action. We marched, we organized, and we offered comfort in ways that brought spaciousness to the most frightening moments. In 2012, I started an organization, a local one called Dignity and Power Now, looking at the impacts of jail violence on community members. My brother was one of those young people, 19 years old, almost killed by the sheriff's department. And it changed my whole life. It changed my family's life. And a decade later, I started to organize alongside other survivors of jail violence and other family members. And as we organized and as we shifted the conversation here in Los Angeles, we eventually ended what was going to be two $3.5 billion jails here in Los Angeles County. Because of that act of love, everything shifted. The community found strength in one another, and from that solidarity, healing began. The fear and isolation we once felt transformed into hope and connection, and after that, we realized the true power we held when we held together in love and resistance. When we started Dignity and Power Now, it was the first time that my mother ever spoke publicly about what happened to my brother. Up until that moment, only her mother knew. I didn't know much, and none of our family really knew what she had experienced, what she had witnessed when she went to go visit my brother at the Twin Towers facility. And he was so overly medicated, he could barely speak. And when they hid him from her for months, my mother could not find her son. She held on to this for a decade, and when we started this organizing, something in her broke open. A kind of healing that happens when you're seen, when you're connected, and when you're loved. I want every single one of you to know that even in the face of overwhelming odds, like right now, love remains our greatest tool for change. I learned that we are never truly alone, that when we come together in love, we have the ability to shift entire systems and create new worlds. I want to remind every single one of you, and everyone listening to this and eventually reading this, that we hold the power to redefine what's possible when we choose love as our guide. Ashe.
Oh.